Hello and welcome back. My name is Francis Amalakwabi, and today we'll be discussing chapters 11 and 12 of our textbook in an article which I picked from the Harvard Business Review titled Artificial Intelligence for the Real World. Chapter 11 of our textbook talks about managing knowledge and artificial intelligence, whereas chapter 12 talks about enhancing decision making. I chose the article Artificial Intelligence for the Real World from the Harvard Business Review because it makes a strong connection between the two chapters and demonstrates how knowledge practices and AI are used to make better judgments rather than being used as flashy technology. I'll explain the article's main ideas and how they map onto the textbooks so you can go away with practical understanding and not just buzzwords or academic knowledge, but with practical knowledge. So chapter 11 focuses on knowledge management and AI. That is how organizations capture, store, and share knowledge and how AI can be used to augment expertise. The chapter highlights core ideas like knowledge repositories, expert systems, and building capabilities so people can access the right knowledge when they need it. In short, knowledge plus the right tools equals smarter work. Chapter 12, on the other hand, is about enhancing decision making. That is using data, business intelligence, models, and analytics to support better choices. It stresses data quality, data governance, and how managers should interpret analytics results. The chapter shows that tools only help if data is trustworthy and if people know how to use the insights. The Harvard Business Review article I chose argues something practical. That is, you don't just start AI initiatives with moonshots, but you start with targeted, useful projects that augment human work and then scale. That's the big piece. AI works best when it's tied to an existing knowledge need and when organizations build a portfolio of small, successful projects rather than one, rather than just one huge bet. This is backed by examples like MD Addison's shifts from a big, expensive Watson project to smaller cognitive projects that actually improved outcomes and saved time. So I know you'll definitely be asking how the article relates to chapter 11. To begin, the article's recommendation to start small and focus on concrete knowledge problems is exactly what the chapter teaches about knowledge management. That is, you have to identify where institutional knowledge lives, codify it, and then make it actionable. The Harvard Business Review piece emphasizes centers of competency for AI, basically teams that combine domain experts, data engineers, and project managers to capture organizational knowledge and wrap AI around it. When knowledge is organized and accessible, AI has something reliable to learn from and to augment. That's the practical link. On decision making, um, the article argues that AI should improve decisions by augmenting human judgment, but not replacing it, as in what people are using it for right now. The idea fits with chapter 12's focus on business intelligence and analytics. That is, tools give you better inputs, but people still need to interpret them and then make the call, have the final decision. Another helpful viewpoint from a complementary Harvard Business Review piece is that the best decisions come from combining data and intuition. Data helps verify and quantify, and intuition helps when the data is messy or ambiguous. So the practical takeaway here is that we have to build AI and analytics to feed decision makers with clean, timely insight and train people to use these insights intelligently. A couple quick examples make this real. Netflix uses models, AI models built on user behavior to suggest shows, but humans still set content strategy. AI augments, it doesn't run the studio. Human beings do run the studio. In healthcare, rather than trying a single massive diagnostic AI system, hospitals have had more success with smaller tools that, for instance, flag patients who need billing help or identify routine workflow improvements. Those are knowledge plus AI projects that improve daily decisions and operations. Those are the kinds of projects the article recommends. Some points I believe we should all take from this discussion is firstly, we need to start with real knowledge problems. And secondly, we have to build small pilots that prove value. And last but not the least, we have to ensure data and governance are solid. That's wrong. Some points I believe we can take away from the discussion is to first start with real knowledge problems. Then secondly, we build small pilots that prove value. Thirdly, we should ensure data and governance are solid. And last but not the least, design your AI to augment human decision makers, not to replace them. That's how you move from tools to real, consistent, better decisions. Uh, in conclusion, Chapter 11 gives you the knowledge frameworks. Chapter 12 gives you the design frameworks, and the HBR article shows you how to tie them together in practical, scalable ways. Focus on building AI projects that solve knowledge gaps and strengthen decision making. That's where the real value is. Thank you for watching. And I do hope this was insightful because moving forward, we should not rely on AI to make decisions, or we should not give AI the power to make decisions, but we should use AI as a supplementary tool in helping us make the right decisions. Thank you for watching. See you another time.